Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Atlas Architect, which is not strictly a game. It is a map builder, but I needed something relaxing that didn't involve being attacked by wolves or dragons or zombies or all of the possible death scenarios that come with all of our other games. So this game isn't a game, so it doesn't have any background music, so I'm going to put on some music and I'll leave details in the description so you guys can check out all of the music if you'd like to. Alright, so I am first going to go ahead and load this really quick, which is just a map where I did mark out the border because there is a draw area. Like, you can only draw in this area, and I like to have it marked out because it makes it easier on my soul. So, some quick details. There's a bunch of different types of, like, terrain and stuff, so I have kind of played with this a little bit. So this is volcanoes, and they smoke. You know, we've got water, and then we've got, like, islands. Then you can see we've got different types, like mountains here, ice mountains. These are laser deadlands, so that's interesting. And you've got like moonscape, different types of forests, and then this is of course land, desert, and ice land. This is farmland. This is a village land. I don't know why no houses spawned on that first one, and this. Excuse me, I'm having issues here, is kingdoms. Mwahaha, massive kingdom cities or whatever. And this is like cool if you're actually drawing maps. You can mark out like territory lines, which is cool, but I am not gonna draw a map here. And there are different types of viewing. This is my favorite because like this is really cool and epic looking. So if you're gonna use it like as an actual map builder, which is what it is, it's probably really useful for you know, like tabletop sort of stuff here. But today we're gonna just build ourselves a little kingdom and relax and listen to some nice wunderbar music. So let's decide on like a shape of this place we're gonna build. So we're gonna, you know what I think is cool, like cities or like nations that are like surrounded entirely by like waters and mountains and stuff. So we're gonna build a little island nation that is like in a giant crater of some kind, like an impact crater, like a meteor crater or something, I don't know. And that's where our kingdom will be. You know? I want this to curve out, please. We're giving our island that's in the center here some shape. And I don't want to really give it any altitude right now. So, let's see. Our island here, our nation here, like the locals have a legend that the crater was formed during a battle between gods, like old ancient gods, not their current gods, I guess. And that's what, like, an impact between like the two created the actual crater, and it's flooded because one of the gods that was doing the fighting had the ability to control water, and they flooded the crater in an attempt to drown their opponent. Yeah, makes good sense to me. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Don't judge me too harshly, please. Okay, that'll be our basic shape there of our, where we're gonna, we need to probably flesh this side out a little bit more. It was just so, what was it so, Koi? It was just so thin and square, you know? I don't know, I didn't like how straight it was. Okay, so then we're gonna build the, we're gonna put the vague outline of the circle in really quick. Alright, so our kingdom needs a name. Don't you think? I do think so, yes. Let's see, what would you name the kingdom? What kind of creatures live there? Let's start with the kingdom name, Koi. Don't ask yourself too many questions at the same time, because then you will, honestly, I'll get confused and irritated. Okay, I'm gonna first put in vague markers, and then we'll connect everything. There's no, like, you can't, like, drag. So, it's hard to, like, draw little lines here, because you can't drag, and I don't like that, so... Hey, developer, you should add the ability to, like, drag. Click and drag to draw lines. Alrighty, what was I talking about? I like the word fae a lot, so I'm like... Should our kingdom be named something about the fae? Maybe fae creatures live here? No. You know what? Elo. Elo means to live. So, I think that we should name our kingdom that's something that starts with Elo. Elotus. This means to be apart or, to push away from, but I think like to be apart in this case, because, our kingdom was founded by exiles. And so they wanted a place where they could live apart, and that's why they named it to live apart. Come on, guys, come on. Okay, so that's we've got some straight lines in there and stuff that I don't like, but we're gonna call that good for now. On the little outline. So this is our basic shape of Elotus. This is where Elotus is, and it's gonna be wonderful. Okay. Yeah, so our kingdom was founded by a group of exiles that were traveling. They were trying to escape a life of poverty and oppression, and together they came to the edge of a crater one day in their travels, and they saw this giant landmass in the edge of a crater, and they were like, you know what? We're gonna go down there and live. So they descended the steep, jagged, perilous cliffs, and they came down to the bottom of the cliffs, and they built boats there, and they paddled across to this lush, thriving patch of land where they founded a kingdom. And the original group of travelers, those people, they became the founding families of Elotus, and they hold importance and part of governing power to this day. Yep. Just making stuff up here as I go. Oh, right, so you can change the color of your, like, little kingdoms. So our, farmland is gonna be, like, kind of a mix of darker colors. Our farm villages. So we're actually gonna put the kingdom, the main city. We're gonna put the main city, like, right here at the base of, like, a volcano and a range of mountains. Don't you think? We're gonna put a dramatic volcano here. That's as tall as... Oh, that's a mountain. I want it to be a volcano. Sorry. Okay. So that's as big as a volcano as I can get. And then we'll put mountains next to it. And I think every time I click around it, it's going to, like, randomly change and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, okay, so, we talked about how our kingdom was founded. We talked about, who founded it, its name. What else should we talk about in terms of our kingdom? Let's see. Our kingdom is very, like, mysterious to the outside world, because, like, it's very isolated, and, you know, people don't really know that it exists here, so that's something to keep in mind, I guess. I don't really know, for sure, but I feel like that's probably something that you should keep in mind. Seems like it would make sense, right? Okay, so... Oh, I just eliminated my land entirely there. So... I was trying to put, you know, like the base of, like, a mountain would be, like, snowy like this, right? But, it's kind of close to our farmland, so it's getting a little bit squashed, but it's fine. Well, alright, we're gonna put our kingdom on this thing now. So, let's talk about the kind of people that live in Elotus. I think all kinds of people, honestly, all kinds of people would live in Elotus, right? Like, they would be, like, because they're exiles, they'd be, like, I don't know, they'd be, like, everyone, like, all sorts of creatures, elves and, I don't know, dwarves and humans, of course, too. What else? Hobbits and maybe some gnomes and, I don't know what else. I'm trying to think of like fae creatures, or fantasy creatures at all. I can't think of anything. Tieflings! We're gonna allow tieflings since, you know, tieflings are so hated. Everyone hates tieflings for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, so I like that this is, like, built into the side of the mountain here. I think that looks kind of cool. Yeah, we let everyone in, don't you think? But, like, it should be like everyone is, like, fleeing, you know, from oppression, so that's why they let everyone in, I guess. Alright, we're gonna add some forest around here, because, like, this is a mountain, so there would be, like, forestiness, right? Oh. I wanted that to- oh, whatever. It looks okay. There. Yeah. It's not bad. Alright, we're gonna extend the forest out a little bit here, out here. But we need some town, or more houses around our farms. I wish you could mix, like, types of land together. Like, you see how we've got, like, this house surrounded by, like, farmland? I wish you could put house on farmland so you get, like, a mix of both, but you can't. Yeah. Let's talk about our government of this kingdom here, Lotus. I'm gonna make dark blue our standard village color. So our government is gonna be like elected officials. I definitely think it would be like elected officials. But like I said, the founding families are also still like super involved in the government. So like the founding families are like the royalty, sort of. But and they have a say. They have like a vote. Like they have permanent. Each founding family has one permanent vote on the ruling council. But the main government, like the head official, is an elected official, and then all of the other people in the government are elected people. So, like, from the outlying lands, like from the farm villages and stuff, they definitely have like officials who sit on the council or whatever, you know, to give them a voice. And let's see, what else? I don't know. I don't really have any other ideas about like what the government would look like. Just definitely everyone is elected. Well, let's talk about their laws, I guess. I don't know. I'm winging it here. So this is gonna be like beachland. Oh, I didn't mean to connect those two. Maybe I'll make this thicker here. I've got a little desert tip here, and we'll give it some, this goes jungle into foresty forest. There we go. Good enough for me, guys. Yay! Alrighty. What were we talking about? The kind of laws. I don't know. The kind of laws you could expect would be like, maybe like some anti-discrimination laws, you know, because they didn't want to have to deal with discrimination where they lived, so they, want to try to avoid discrimination, in all of their rulings and whatnot. I guess there would be, you know, no other, like, I was thinking there wouldn't be any other, like, unique laws that, like, would be, like, unusual, but I changed my mind. Because their kingdom is all about, like, not being, you know, like, to living apart, you know, and being self-governing. They have a law against leaving the kingdom. So once you're here, you're here. Like, if you decided to live here, you've decided to live here. And only certain people are allowed to, like, leave and go out and about into the world. And those people are strictly monitored and governed to prevent them from, like, revealing the existence of this kingdom here, because that's the point. They didn't want anyone to know. And that right now is a really hot issue in the Kingdom of Lotus. So recently, a group of a caravan of traders was at the edge of the crater, and they one of their carts went over the edge down a steep embankment, but they descended after it because the cart was carrying a precious artifact to a certain kingdom, and they'd been tasked with transporting it to I don't know, for safekeeping. Guys, I'm seriously just making this up, okay? Like, don't judge me for my storytelling here. Apparently I hit escape and it brings up the menu. I don't know what's going on. Hold on, I've accidentally clicked out of the... Okay. I don't know what was going on there. Sorry about that. Anyway, right, so when they descended down, they ran into a scouting party or something, you know, a hunting party, and the hunting party wasn't really 100% sure what to do with them since they'd obviously been discovered. I'm putting a volcano here because, like, this is gonna be the volcanic mountainy area, obviously. So anyway, the hunting party had obviously been discovered by these outsiders, and they were like, oh, well, geez, we can't just not pretend that we don't exist now. So they brought the traders to the mainland, okay? And everyone was freaking out because you don't bring outsiders uninvited. That's against the rules. You don't do that. You'll get in big trouble. So the current elected ruler, was like, you know what we need to expose ourselves to the outside world. We need to start making contact and trading with the outside world. And the founding families are really against this. But the elected ruler has more say in this sort of thing than they do. So when he said, let's reach out to the rest of the world via this trade caravan that's come here, the kingdom had no choice but to kind of go along with it. The founding families were really angry about it, but again, they don't have as much say. And so that's the hot issue right now. They're about to reach out to the rest of the world and see how that goes, and everyone's on edge about it. Some people are, traditionalists, and they're like, no, we can't ever allow, outsiders into our kingdom. They'll distort it. And then, other people are like, listen, we need outside advancements in medications and, trade and economy. And yeah. Okay, so that's the dealio there, I guess. I don't know. That's the hot topic, and it's causing divisions? I don't know, amongst the people. Amongst the whatevers. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So speaking of economy, the economy is like non-existent because they don't have any outside trade or anything like that. It causes a lot of trouble with getting outside goods. Like I said, they don't have access to outside goods. So any outside goods that people happen to have are considered exotic, and like they're really expensive. Like herbs, anything like important like herbs or like outside fruits and vegetables that like don't naturally grow here. But like even, decorations, a vase that someone brought with them from, whatever. Okay, that would be like really expensive, and they have their own local coinage, but it's not terribly valuable in the outside world because the outside world doesn't know they exist, which means that the people that do have permission to leave the kingdom can't really buy a whole lot of these exotic goods to bring home to people. Yeah. I'm just like giving this like terrain, and then I'm like, oh, you need like steep cliffs, don't you, Koi? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, do we need steep cliffs? Alright, let's see. I don't know, what other kind of questions do you ask yourself when you're founding a kingdom here? I guess it's kind of like building a character. Let's see, what do people in this kingdom do for fun? They do the normal stuff like music, and they go to taverns, and they play sports and whatnot. I think they should have a unique sport, don't you think? Yeah, I do think so. Or like a unique type of music. Let's see. What kind of sport would be founded in like in a crazy like isolated place like this? I don't know. I hadn't really considered until just now, what kind of crazy sport I would need to create. Let's have, how would you decide what kind of crazy sport they'd have? Well, I guess they might have swimming since they're surrounded by ocean. It's related to the ocean. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. They have a sport where you guys, I don't know. So they're really into swimming because, of course, they're surrounded entirely by water, so everyone in the kingdom knows how to swim. That's like something that you learn at a young age, and it would sorry, it'd be really weird for you to not know how to swim. Oh, you know what? Okay, so this volcano here produces, in these mountains, a very unique metal. And that metal creates these very interesting, can be used to create these very interesting type of, like, drum things. And they make a melodic twanging. And that is a instrument unique to this area, and they've used it to found a certain type of music called Ilarin. That's the name of the instrument. The name of the instrument is Ilarin, from Elotus, and it produces a nice melodic, calming sort of music, and that's what most people in Elotus listen to. And right up here, this little tiny patch of civilization, this is where the ruling council hall is. So no one lives there. That's just like the government building. So that's where everyone goes up to work, you know, during their term as elected officials. And also everyone has term limits. So there are no professional politicians. That's not a thing, except for in the founding families. You know, the heir to the head of the founding family has a vote in the council, in the governing council. All right, guys. So that was us building a kingdom and like a map to go with it, and some vague backstory for it. But as you can see, like, this is really, really cool, and you could do like a lot more if you really, really knew what you were doing, or if you were paying better attention. But I do think I'm gonna call it here. Well, you know, I think we should view our kingdom like this. Yeah. And how about like this? I mean, that's okay. But here's pretty good too. Alright, well, I think we're gonna call the episode here. This is available on Steam. It was really, really cheap, so if you're looking for something that's just kind of entertaining, or if you're looking for a tool to build maps with for tabletop gaming, or, you know, any kind of role-playing or whatever, this would probably be really fun and exciting and really useful, so I would definitely check it out. Alright, well, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit like if you like, subscribe if you're not already. I upload new episodes every day. Okay, thanks, bye!